Hi guys, it's Shipbased here, and in this video we'll be going through a deck by deck tour of the newly refurbished Royal Amplified Allure of the Seas. This ship has just taken a over £100 million refurb to bring it back to, well, it's been 15 years old, so it's bringing lots of the new Royal Caribbean things that wasn't on there onto this ship, which is really exciting. I'm going to be doing a video comparing what it looks like to what it is now. So come along with me and let's check out what Royal Caribbean's added to this really amazing cruise ship. So let's start on deck 3. There's only one thing on deck 3, and it's the main dining room. American Icon Grill. Each main dining room has its own name. It spans over 3, 4 and 5 with that chandelier in the middle. Really nice looking main dining room. The food there was excellent. It changes every single night. Each one has a different name: Silk and Grande, I think. Really interesting designs with like islands and stuff. But yeah, the food changes every night, and you can look on the Royal Caribbean app before you go in. So they had things like French night, welcome dinner. We were only on the 4-night cruise. We were on the first cruise after the refurb, so it wasn't the full 7-night menu that you would get in the Mediterranean. So moving up to deck 4, at the front of the ship we have the Amber Theatre. So the Broadway style show on this ship is Mamma Mia. It's a 2.5 hour long production, so it's a really long show. Me, that's someone that doesn't really like musicals, I didn't watch it. I think that's just too long for me. But I've heard it is very, very good. The shows on Raw are excellent anyway. They also do another show called Blue Planet, and they have various people coming on. We saw a magician here that was really, really good. Theatre is a really good size, and you can reserve your place on the Royal Caribbean app for Mamma Mia, or when you get on the ship at one of the reservation desks that they will let you know on the cruise planner. They also did a bar service in here as well. So just outside the theatre we have the entertainment place. We have the non-smoking casino. So if you've got asthmatic or you don't like the smell of smoke, this is the casino for you, as the other one is half and half. So yeah, it's just a small little casino. They do the same sort of stuff like the raffles and stuff all in here. It's just a smaller size. Then we have the Comedy Live, which is the comedy club. They had various comedians and that would change every single night in different languages as well, as we were going from Barcelona. And then they had Blade, which is the nightclub on board. These two were always locked, so I could never get into them unless they were open, but then it was very, very busy. But yeah, that's where the nightclub is. Then right at the end we have Studio B, which is the ice skating rink on board. They have an ice skating show on here which is amazing, called Blades. And again, you can reserve it through the Royal Caribbean app or at one of the desks. Really nice size. They also did ice skating yourself. Again, you can reserve it. And then they also changed it to Red the Nightclub Experience, and they did other things in this room as well. My girlfriend's going to hate me for that. But yeah, it was a really nice area, and it's really nice and cool, especially for those hot days if you want to go ice skating in the Mediterranean or the Caribbean. Now we have 2 hallways down to casino, but they also are the art gallery. They would do art auctions throughout the cruise. They have some really interesting art as well, but yeah, sometimes you go for free champagne. I've never actually gone to an art auction. I don't know many people who actually do, but if that's for you, they're there. So Casino Royale, this is a gigantic casino, but it is half and half. So this side says no smoking, so that would be that half, and then there's a sign on the other side that says smoking. It's actually, I've not seen this before. It probably is, but it's just something I've not seen. Actually explaining which side is which, so you kind of know, which is good. Lots and lots of slot machines, lots of tables, and it has got a bar in there as well. Lots of TVs to watch football and other sports in there as well. This is the high rollers bit, so if you want big betting, this is the little place to go. You also get a free play $2 when you get on board, so definitely make use of that. Because on Diamond Plus I got 6, so 8 in total, and we turned it into $51 and paid off the bill. So a win-win. You never know, you could get a jackpot with just that $2, so definitely worth going to have a look. So as we leave the casino, On deck 4 we have Izumi, the specialty restaurant that does hibachi and sushi. Again, this is an extra charge and you can reserve and prepay before you get on board, or reserve it when you're on board. There's the menu there. Then the other side we have Chef's Table. This is an 8-course meal, I think, with paired wines and stuff. For someone who doesn't drink, this does not appeal to me at all. But this is, if you're interested in this, definitely look into the cruise planner and pre-book it. You get quite good prices on that. Moving up to deck 5, we have the Royal Promenade, the heart, the main area of the ship. They've added a few things on here. So throughout the cruise, they would do like big parties on here. They'd have live music. They had some like Caribbean bands, and they had, when we got on there, like a Spanish band as well. As we're going for Mediterranean, lots of different variety throughout the cruise, and then a DJ. So right at the front, we have some stairs down to the entertainment place. Then we have Boleros, which is the Latin style bar on board. Each bar does have an exclusive menu with items, so you definitely want to check out each bar to try every drink on board. This had a good vibe in the evening with people dancing and a live band in the evening, so definitely come and check out this bar. Then opposite that we have the karaoke bar on air. This is one of the surprise ones that they didn't change, as they do have now Spotlight Karaoke. But yeah, if you like karaoke, this is the bar for you. With it being quite big, it has lots of spaces, and yeah, they did bar service, and people really like karaoke on this cruise. It was packed every evening. Just outside on air, they had the Starbucks outside. So this did sell a Starbucks souvenir cup, but you would have to pay, as this did not include in any package. Then they had some little like island shops that they would sell sail stuff on when out at sea. And then they had these duty-free shops here, and then my favourite shop, the Royal Caribbean logo shop, where you could buy anything Royal Caribbean, from mugs, t-shirts, ship models, key rings, magnets, any souvenir, it'd be in this shop. Then they had the English style pub on board. This was a very popular venue on board Allure of the Seas, and they would have a live musician in there most evenings as well. They also did draft beers in here, and yeah, it's like I said, very popular on most cruise ships, this venue. So moving on, they had a few more shops, jewelry shops. They had a Pandora shop, and then they had a stairs down to the casino that bring you out right by the bar in there. Yeah, so that was a good way to get quickly from deck 4 to deck 5. Then they had Sorrento's Pizza. This is the pizzeria on board, which was also included. They also have moved the Vitality Spa cafe is no longer there. It's now in Sorrento. So if you want your fresh juices, it is here. They also had a Coke machine and lots of tables, and they had about 3 pizzas on, different pizzas on at a time. Then this next cruise, where you'd book your next cruise. Then they had the iconic car that they would be on the Royal Promenade, and you could take pictures with it, or professional pictures with the Royal Caribbean. Then they had some more shops, and then they had Cafe Promenade. This would be where you can get your coffee. They do serve Starbucks in here, and it is included. It might not be as extensive as the one earlier on the Promenade, but it still sells a good amount of things. Then you have guest services. This is where if you have any problems on board. Then you have the Rise and Tide bar. This will move you from deck 5 to deck 8 in Central Park, and it's good to do once. I wouldn't say it's the most exciting ride you'll ever do, but it is definitely one to tick off the bucket list once you get on board Allure of the Seas. Then the new bar on board, the Pesky Parrot. This is one of Royal Caribbean's newest bars. It was on Utopia of the Seas. It's now on Allure of the Seas. It's like a Caribbean sort of like vibe. You got like things like that. It's got like ice, frozen cocktails as well. Definitely somewhere to go, and definitely check out the drinks they do. They have really cool, interesting cups as well. And yeah, it's very popular. They also have an animatronic parrot as well that talks all the time. Yeah, really nice new bar, and a really great addition to what was there. So this is right at the back of Royal Promenade. Also on deck 5, you have the wraparound running track. This went all the way around from the front to the back of the ship, and right at the back of the ship you can get some really good views of the wake and your ports going in and out of port. This is Marseille. It was raining. We didn't get very good weather on our cruise. But yeah, it just shows you what some of the views you can get right at the back of the ship. So definitely somewhere to check out. Apart from that, this is literally all that there is. There used to be like seats and stuff, but they've just disappeared. But yeah, this is definitely a place to go. Alright, moving up to deck 6. At the front of the ship, we have the Vitality Fitness and Spa. Like I said earlier, there is no more cafe in there. It's moved down to Sorrento's, so that's now replaced with like some seating and rooms behind it. Yeah, so here they do lots of treatments. They've got a salon where you can do your hair. They also have like massage rooms and a thermal suite. This is also how you would also get to the fitness center as well. You'd come through here, and yeah, they've got all machines you can think of: running machines, bike machines, weights. Yeah, all you can think of, and you actually have views of the ocean, which some of them don't have nowadays. So yeah, it's definitely a nicer gym of what I've seen. They also have access to the running track in here as well. So on the second level of the Royal Promenade, they have these steps, which they also do pictures on as well in the evening. You have shore excursions and the photo place. They've kind of merged them into one. You can tap your SeaPass card on one of these iPads and you can book shore excursions, or you can look at your photos. And they also sell them some photo stuff like GoPros, cameras, SD cards and stuff. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. Sometimes they do some good sales, so yeah, definitely look at what they sell. And sometimes, like I said, they do some good sales. The other side, they've got the loyalty desk, if you want to ask anything about the Crown Anchor Society. And then they have a very popular, that's on every Royal Caribbean cruise ship, the Schooner Bar. This is the piano bar on board, and they do quizzes here. And yeah, again, they're very popular as it is on every Royal Caribbean ship. You also get really good views of the promenade as well. So moving right back on deck 6, we have the boardwalk. So as you come out of the boardwalk, they have some like funny mirrors. They also have like how they make the horse or the carousel, as they are all handcraft. So the first thing you'll see is the carousel. So yeah, this is open most of the day. The annoying thing is when you're in the sports bar and they're ringing that bell, it's quite annoying. But yeah, people do love the carousel. It's on most Oasis. It's on all Oasis class ships, and they made it on Icon as well. So it's a very popular attraction on board. So near the entrance of the boardwalk, you have the boardwalk donuts and hot dogs. So we look at the hot dogs first. These are complimentary, and it's opened for lunch and dinner. You can just go up and get whatever one you want. And then the boardwalk donuts, which is only open for breakfast. I'm surprised that survived the refit. Same with this. This is the ice cream and cake decorating area. And then they have some shops as well that sell some soft toys, some sweets. Yeah, and very overpriced sweets as well, and some more clothes. And then opposite that, coming down the boardwalk, you'll see two more things. There's Playmakers on the right hand side. This is one of the best additions to Royal Caribbean when they introduced it. Lots of TV screens, a really good menu which is extra charge, but it's a really good atmosphere in here to watch sports. And yeah, they show F1, football, basketball. I even saw lacrosse as well. There's the menu as well. They have two pool tables and an arcade. It just was mostly closed. They were still doing a little bit of work on that little bit of Playmaker, so fortunately I could not get any footage of that. But really nice size. Not as big as the other Oasis class. Now moving opposite that is Johnny Rockets. It's open for breakfast, lunch and dinner on Oasis class ships. Lunch and dinner is an extra charge, but it's a really nice area, especially when it's hard to eat outside in the boardwalk. This is the Ultimate Abyss, the 10-story slide, and this is where you'll come out on deck number 6. They have two rock walls. There is one, and there is another video of the Ultimate Abyss, and then on the other side is number 2. Then we have the Aqua Theatre. So Royal Caribbean is currently changing the show on board Allure of the Seas. I did not get to watch it as it was still in technical rehearsals, but they're changing it to Aqua 80s 2. it will be the same as what's on the Oasis class, if I'm not mistaken. Really nice size, and you will be able to reserve it when they do open. I don't know when. This is just some footage from the technical rehearsals, but when we were there, they were going through a first run through, so it's not anywhere near ready just yet. So it'll be probably a few cruises till they are fully there. Moving up to deck 8, we have Central Park. Now this is one of my favourite places on board the Oasis class. So just as you come to the front of Central Park, you have the very, very, very expensive watch shop. So if that's what you're into, this will be the place to be. Opposite that, we have the wine bar vintages, which again I am surprised has stayed for the refurb. And this is the wine bar on board, where they would do lots of wine, and yeah, it'd be a really nice vibe in the evening in there. Then moving down Central Park, you have lots of nice benches and seating areas. It's so nice. It does feel like a park. Then you have the trellis bar, where it's they do lots of drinks in the evening. They also have live music in there as well. They have the orchestra sometimes as well. But it's just really nice having lots of different benches and like bridges and stuff. This is just something I have. The icon of the seas I did. The Central Park just didn't feel like a park, but having stuff like this, it just makes it feel a lot nicer. And I do prefer the Oasis class at Central Park. I just think this is such amazing and unique area of a cruise ship. We had one of the balconies facing it. I have got a room tour out if you want to go check it out on my channel. So you come through that little maze, you come to Giovanni's table, which has not had an upgrade. It has stayed the same. So there's no upgrade here. It has some outside seating, and it is the Italian on board. So yeah, it will be the old menu that was on there before. Then opposite that, we have Park Cafe, which is the very popular Park Cafe with the beef sandwiches. Definitely try the beef sandwiches if you're on board. Has a really nice outdoor seating, does soups, salads, bagels, also for breakfast as well. A really nice area to have breakfast for. The bagel station is the best. And then you got like this outside area, like middle bit, where they have the live music, lots of seats. Really nice area. I really do love the Central Park on board Oasis class. Then you have the entrance to the Rising Tide on deck 8. More seating as well, just lots and lots of seating, which is really good, so you can find some quiet spaces. And then yeah, you can see down into the promenade from the Rising Tide bar. So 2 more places left on Central Park. We have 150 Central Park, which is a specialty restaurant and is the extra charge, and the menu changes seasonally. We have 8 here, and it is very delicious. Would recommend booking a table here. Again, more benches. I really do like this area. And then yeah, here's the menu if you want to pause and check it. And just outside 100 Central Park, they have these little tables where they have chess and checkers as well. So if you're interested in that, and they have the pieces out most of the day as well. Opposite that, we have Chops Grill, which is the signature steak house on board Allure of the Seas. The menu has stayed the same since I've been sailing with Royal Caribbean. They have really nice outdoor seating as well, but it's also covered, so you don't get all the elements as well. So yeah, really good steakhouse. Would recommend if you love a good steak, definitely come here. But it is an extra charge, a specialty restaurant. Again, more seating. And yeah, like I said, one of the best areas on board the Oasis class is the Central Park. We do spend a lot of time here. Right at the back of deck 8 is Dazzles. This is a music venue which has an amazing view of the boardwalk. Again, I am surprised this stayed as well. I'm saying that about a lot of things, but on other ships they have changed these or made them something else. It's a 2-story venue, so it goes over 8 and 9, and they have live music in there every evening. So it's definitely somewhere to go. But yeah, it gets very busy, and yeah, it's a really nice venue to go and watch live music in, especially because you get that nice view of the boardwalk. Lots and lots of seats upstairs as well, which is really good. There's also a bar in there to serve drinks. So let's go up the lift to deck 14 now. This shows you all the things, all the different levels. So if you're liking the tour so far, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, if you have any comments or any questions about the ship, please put in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. There's Central Park there. The glass elevators are really nice. So yeah, moving on to deck 14. At the front of the ship you have Adventure Ocean. This has taken a whole refurb and it's completely different to what it was before. They have a theatre, and yeah, it's for all different age groups as well. At the back of the ship we have the Royal Escape Room. This is an extra charge and it is new on board. Looking at the app, it looked like it was $44 per person, so that's quite a lot in my opinion. But if you're into escape rooms, it's definitely for you. It'd be really great. Moving up to deck 15, we have the adults only Solarium, which is 18 plus. This solarium is kind of like indoors / outdoors. It's mostly outdoors, but it's very well shielded from the wind, so sometimes you do feel like you're like inside. It has 2 hot tubs and 1 swimming pool, but as you come in at the entrance, it has a specialty restaurant, Samba Grill, which is a Brazilian steakhouse. Very, very nice. Would suggest to go there. And it also is open for breakfast. There's 1 hot tub, and there is a swimming pool. Lots and lots of sunbeds, and this has been changed since the amplification. This massive area did not exist. It was basically you had to go down and there was another sun deck. But yeah, this extends the whole solarium and it makes a lot more space, which is really good. I also made a little boo-boo while filming. I didn't film the overhanging hot tubs, but those are no longer 18 plus. They are, anyone can go in them. So the adults in the area has lost the 2 hot tubs that hang off the side of the edge were 18 plus. Now they're not. So anyone can go in them, which is a bit of a strange one, because it makes the ones in the adults only one bit busy. If they did 1 adults only and 1 not, then maybe it was hard to manage. That's a bit weird one. But this is a really nice area, and you do get amazing views from the front of the ship. The bridge areas aren't as easy to like view off because there's like seating there now, but you can easily move them out of the way just to have a good view. On deck 16 in the solarium there also is a bar with lots of seating as well, which is open quite late into the evening as well. Then just outside the solarium we have the Perfect Storm, which is the new trio water slide. There's on many Oasis class ships. You have the 2 racers and the bowl slide. They open most of the day. We did it and the water was so cold, especially when it was cold outside. It was so cold. We only did it once. And then you have the beach pool, which has not changed at all. This side of the other side has changed a bit. This has basically stayed completely the same. And then as they call the main pool, this used to have like an area where it was like cascaded, I think is the word. But it's I'm still showing the beach pool. But the that's completely gone now, and it's now just normal pool, and it's basically just you could go up on the stairs. That's no more. They also lose 2 hot tubs due to the Perfect Storm as well during the refurb. Then they have 2 lime and coconut bars on the lower level of the pool deck, 1 each side, serving again exclusive drinks just to the lime and coconut. My girlfriend does say is very nice, and they serve it in like a little bucket. Maybe we have one at home. Then you have the sports pool where they do like like volleyball in the water. Is that what it's called? Water polo or something. And then you have the new Splashaway Bay, which has replaced the H2O Zone, and this is much better than what was there before. You do kind of use a pool and the lazy river as well, so it's not kind of the same. Then you have a small shop here. And then you have the arcade. But before that, they have the table tennis. They've moved that as well. There's no 2 table tennis in like this little cone things. Now it's the arcade. Yeah, lots of games. $3 for air hockey now, and only 1 ball for the skee ball out of 3 machines. So that was quite great. But yeah, really lots of arcade machines, especially the one in Playmakers as well. Then you've got Social 298. This is the new Teens Club on board. It has been moved and it's gone to a smaller location, and this is it. Then you have, just outside that, you have El Loco Fresh, which is the Mexican restaurant on board. They say it's new, but it was already there. But this is just a newer version. It's way more open, lots more seating, so you don't have those huge queues as you did before the refurb. So it's a really good upgrade around this area. And they also have a Coke machine here as well. Really big area, which is good. It was a bit smaller before the refurb. On the other side where the Teens Club was, they have the Mason Jar. This is another specialty restaurant, and it also has a bar in there as well, which is very, very, very popular in the evening. Really nice theming as well. So this is the bar area, which do late night snacks. It has a live band, and oh my god, this one was very, very popular. So you want to get there early if you do want a seat. Again, they have an own specialty list of drinks. My girlfriend liked the peach iced tea, which had bourbon in it. Yeah, she said that was very nice. And then this is the restaurant that's open for lunch on sea days and dinner in the evening. Then in between that, you have the Crown Lounge. This is where the Teens Disco used to be. This is the new location of the Crown Lounge. The other one does not exist anymore. It's now rooms. And it's a nice area. You get nice open windows, so you do get to see it. Maybe not as good view as the old one, but yeah, it's a good space. You get a coffee machine and drinks are in there as well. This is for Diamond, Diamond Plus and Pinnacle members. And then coming out, you do get an amazing view of the boardwalk. You do have extra seats out here as well, and they do serve drinks in there, which is really good. And look at that view of the boardwalk. Then you have the mini golf, which has had like a redo of some of the greens, but no significant changes, but just the much needed redo of the lawn. Then you have the sports court, which did football, pickleball, basketball, and volleyball. And then you have the zip line. Not very long, but it's really good to do. Then you have the two flow riders, one on each side. You have to sign a waiver to do those at the desk at the Wipeout bar. And the Wipeout bar, I don't remember before the refurb. It does now shaved ice. I don't know if that was new. It might have done before, but there's all the prices on the menu. Then we have the Ultimate Abyss. This is the 10-story dry side on board. Many Oasis class ships. They have not put the upgraded version that's on Utopia. It is just the normal one that's on every other one apart from Utopia. But yeah, it's really fun, so would recommend do it a few times, especially trying to do it. Now up to deck 16. Like I said, at the front we already had the Stellarium bar. They've added two hot tubs, so the two that got removed from the Perfect Storm have now been added on the top, a bit bigger as well. They weren't open on my setting just yet. They weren't just ready for us after the first one after the refit. The theming is just way more nice around the pool deck. It's way more colourful. You've got these nice cabanas. Never saw anyone sold. Okay, it might not be the weather for it. It wasn't the weather. But they were just open and many people could just use them. They've also got two lime and coconut bars on the top deck as well. And a lot more seating. Look at all this colourful seating. And it never got too full. You could always get sunbed. But again, the weather was not the sunbathing type. Even though people tried. But yeah, I didn't see any of them, and they were all open, and you could literally just use them if you wanted to. Just on my sailing, maybe because no one bought them, and so people, they just opened them up. So yeah, that was very interesting. Lots of seating, because especially that's where the cascade bit used to be, and now it's just one solid wall of chairs. And the cabanas change from different prices each day. Then we have the Windjammer Marketplace at the back of deck 16. Not the biggest Windjammer, especially with the additional rooms. When we did it in Miami, I don't think the ship was sold out. This one definitely was near full capacity, and it was very, very busy. Especially in the Windjammer, the queues for breakfast were gigantic. But we could find, especially during port days, you could find a spot very easily. Lots of variety of food, and really nice hot warm food, just what you want. Now moving up to deck 17, this is a suite deck. Right at the front they have a special area, couldn't get access to it, reserved for Pinnacle, Sky and Star, and they have the whole deck at the back as well, which has just got their rooms of loft suites and royal loft suites, and then they have their restaurant Coastal Kitchen, which is where the people in the suites will go and eat, and then we have the suite lounge, which is for the suite guests. So thank you so much for joining me on my Allure of the Seas ship tour. I hope you find it interesting and help you find out all about the new changes, which are very exciting. So thank you so much for watching. It's been Ship-Based here. If you like to see, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. It's very much appreciated, and it really does help me out. If you have any questions about the ship, please put in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have about the ship. Thank you so much for watching. It's very much appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.